Right there, Shoggy Moggy. Tighten up, huh?
Make sure y'all call up WPGC, WKYS. That mama be cranking and request this song right here. Hey, it's called Side to Side. Hey, now move your body from side to side. The ladies, y'all know this one. Hey,
Come on, mom.
so you see, yeah, I see you standing up there with your body, feeling like I wanna rock with your body, and we don't gotta think about nothing. Come on and shout, because I know you got a bad reputation, feeling like you just give me some patience, and we don't have to think about
Hey, Drew.
nothing.
Huh?
These friends keep talking way too much.
Too much.
Say I should give him love. Can't hit the blow. In the wrong night.
I've been there all night.
In the wrong day.
I've been there all day.
I gotta go to church this night. In the wrong night.
I've been there all night.
In the wrong day.
I've been there all day.
I gotta go to church this night.
Come on, mom.
Try to hide it. Baby, what's going hurt if you don't know? Taking her back things never so low. Just to know that you know you got boy, I got you. Because tonight make deals with the devil. And I know it's gonna get me in trouble. Just to know you got me.
Told you we got something strictly for the grown and sexy here, y'all. We got a little coin for each and every one of y'all. Got something for 20 and over, 30 and over, 40 and over, and some of you 50 and over out there. A little bit of something for all of y'all. Yeah, go, go.
Said, baby, don't you worry.
What's up, Bob?
We gon' sort your day. Come and lay your burden. Honey, so forever. Lavender and you go let me rub your head and roll your toes. Said from the moment I get home, that it's gonna be alright. When I get home, said we gonna fight the fight together. Said it's gonna be alright tonight. Well, check it. Said bring it on to me, baby. Let me see your that go for it. You mean the world to me. Hate to see the world get you down. Said baby, let the radio play. I'm your favorite song today. Said hurry up and let your hand out. Said from the moment I get home, you should know that it's gonna be alright. When I get home, said we gonna fight the fight together. Said it's gonna be alright tonight.
What's up, Mark? I know you know this
From the
one.
moment I get home,
brothers for some brothers for less. The time will wait for them. The hammer, proper, ain't no sunshine, nobody's got your mom. And do you wanna turn up for the children with the karma? For who? Me. I saw what you know. The one. You know what I gotta do when I do come. Hey, a Coco.
Take from the love and time you say it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
So I'm gonna fall in love. Said it's gonna be alright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 10 p.m. each and every Tuesday, y'all. It's a hot pit of beat. Most definitely gonna continue to give you the tunes and give you the media outlet to make you move your feet. This is some no crime. I don't keep it in a minute, but depending on the direction, access, light, back, back direction. Where? Direction 8, 10 p.m. each and every Tuesday night. Boxwave.com, number one show on go-go history. Remember that, man. Heartbeat Congo I, along with the number one blog in go history. Riding to my right, to your right, my left. Number one blog, go-go history. My Ernest L is here in the building. The go-go report. Put your hands together when Ernest L's in the building. I ain't seen him since when?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. I had a little vacation.
You get a tardy pass though, man. You get a tardy pass, man.
Yeah, I needed some time off.
Need some time off. Got the beard going on and everything, man.
Yeah, I decided not to shave while I was off. I'm like,
that's what's happening. That's happening.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. See how I turn out.
He back, y'all, man. Last week I took a hiatus, man. I had a little situation going on, but never let the request, man. We still in a secluded show that went on last week that did record numbers. And I'm like, damn, I ain't even live on the air. We still doing record numbers, man. So shouts out to y'all for looking in and tuning in, man. Also, y'all, we are here for an auspicious occasion tonight, man. We're celebrating very, very big deal tonight. When you say High Point, you say Northwestern. Those are two of the biggest rivals in the history of high school sports, high school festivities, high school dances, go-go's, and all that, man. I'm a High Point baby myself. We got Ernest Hill, he's a High Point baby himself, man. I'm going to go back to the Len Bias days, okay? Len Bias played for Northwestern. Vernon Butler played for High Point, man. We beat them in the state championship at the Cofield House. It was 2 seconds left in the game. Northwestern up 91-92. High Point had 3 seconds left in the game. Threw the ball to Vernon Butler, who went to Navy. He played with David Robinson from San Antonio Spurs at Navy. Vernon Butler caught that joint on the half court. Then biased like this, right up on him in his face. Vernon Butler turned around and launched that jump from half court. Cofield House all was like this. All net. All net. Cofield House sold out. Mike, you was there, exploded. Bam was falling down the steps. And then Bias laying half court crying, man. That just shows you the rivalry that we had, because during the season, regular season, we both split and ended up in a state championship game, man. So it's always been a rivalry, Northwestern and High Point, but the same thing about it, there's always been love between the two schools, because a lot of people went to both schools. It's not the same neighborhood. So this weekend, we're celebrating just the ones that have passed away and the ones that are still here. And from what I'm hearing, man, ticket sales are off the hook already. Mike, I'm hearing it's like almost 1,000 tickets sold or something like that. So we're going to get to that situation a little bit later on, man. But right now, while I got this beautiful young lady with her, we're going to get into this situation right here, because she got something coming up that we need to know about. First and foremost, sweetheart, with your beautiful self, let everybody know who you are. Let the world know who you are.
Miss Keisha, this is my second time on the Go-Go Report and Heartbeat Congo Hour. The last time I was here to promote Fright Night with Backyard Band and the Aftermath Band.
That was a success.
It was a good party. And now I'm here to promote the Summer Bounce Back Bash.
Okay, hold on, say that again, baby. The what?
The Summer Bounce Back Bash.
Bounce Back Bash.
You're bouncing back from the Fright Night party that we had. It was a learning experience for me. It was a great experience, the biggest party that I ever put on with Backyard and the Aftermath Band. I learned some things that night.
What you learned?
I learned, I don't want to put anybody down, but I learned some things about the business, because last time I was here, you told me about the other side of the business, and I learned firsthand what it was like. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I have a love for go-go. I have a love for bounce beat.
Did you learn off of anything I told you?
I learned. Okay. I learned a lot, because this time I'm going to do it different.
Okay.
We're going to do it right.
Okay.
100% right. It was
Okay.
80% right. But this time we're going to do it right. We're going to bounce back and keep on moving.
Come on, somebody.
With Perfection Band,
Well,
Uncalled For Band, at the Fire Station 1 this
okay,
Saturday.
When you say Uncalled For Band, let them know who Uncalled For Band is.
UCB.
The legendary who?
UCB.
The legendary who?
I used to party with them back in the day
on, man,
with
stop
sexy
playing.
ladies. I had no idea I would be
Give me
doing
your
a party.
number, girl. Stop playing.
They even called me out back then. And here I am doing a party with them.
How about
I would have no idea. And with Perfection, I heard about them on social media, but I first partied with them in December for my birthday with Backyard Band and Perfection Band, and it was a party that night.
Okay.
They helped me celebrate my birthday, so I'm excited to
who
be
do we
working
have-
with them.
Who do we have in the building with us tonight?
Tonight we have Sibo from Perfection Band.
Okay.
We have Drew, my business partner, TA Productions. Last time we were able to get some investors
I know
because
Drew walked in here. I'm like, what? Eating sour cream potato chips. Like, you know,
Drew knows more. He's schooled me on go-go. I've been down here 30 years, but Drew knows more about go-go than I do. Between Drew and DJ Jealousy, I learned a lot. And I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm excited to be working with Perfection after partying with them for my birthday. I had no idea I'd be doing a party with them. But this Saturday, there's some bounce back bash with SIBO, Perfection Band, UCB, Fire Station 1 from 10 to 3. Ernest L's obligated, so I feel sorry for all your other promoters. L gonna be with me on Saturday. I don't mean it like that, but what I'm saying is, I had 3 parties at the fire station. You know how they say the third time is a charm? The first party I had was the Spring Fling. I had Smokey from the legendary percussionist Smokey. You know who Smokey is. He came.
He's only been up here like 100 times.
I understand, but I had just met him. And he came and sang Purple Rain. We had just lost Prince. So he came up. That night we had the half note band, which was a one-time band, but I found out about the back line, the front line. Smokey came and sang. L was there the first night. And then the party for Fright Night with Backyard Band and the Aftermath Band, L came, and he hosted the party that night. So L gotta be there. They say the third time's a charm, so L's gonna be there this Saturday, right, L? We worked that out, okay? L's gonna be there this Saturday for the Summer Bounce Back Bash, and I'd like to shout out Subtle Thoughts in the building. I partied with Subtle Thoughts back in the day. I got right now in my drawer, I got a CD from 20 years ago from Subtle Thoughts. So I got much love for y'all. I got much love for the go-go scene, period. Go-go, bounce beat, I just love it all. To me, it's no difference. Music is music, and I just still personally feel that the music scene has to hit here. There's no way you're going to have music hit California, Georgia. I know it hit big, but it needs to hit big again.
On this go-go thing, because it kind of rubs me the wrong way when people like, we have to hit here.
Again.
There we go.
Again.
Because what happened was, actually back when hip-hop embarked on the scene, go-go was the same thing.
I was in New York when I first heard about it.
The same momentum.
Right. I heard about it in New York.
So what happened was, how we fell by the wayside was when everybody got a little notoriety, we started separating, because that's our punishment to each other. Because once we get a little notoriety, everybody seems to trying to like, I want to be the top dog in the city.
Ego tripping.
Instead of coming together, like a we are the world type of thing.
That's why hip hop went to the levels that they are now, because everybody stuck together.
Right.
Went on tours together. You had Run DMC, LL Cool J, Grandmaster Flash. You had like 8, 9 groups going on tour together.
Right.
To support one movement. Whereas in go-go,
we
could have been put together a tour back then. Like my group back then, Central Groove, we was number 3 on Billboard behind Candy Girl. And we were trying to like put together something with the bigger bands. And just because we were on Billboard at the time, and there were bands bigger than us like EU and the Rasses and the Trouble Funks and all them, they refused to even talk to us. But we were on Vanguard Records. We were signed to a major label. Trouble Funk was signed to Sugar Hill Records. But no other band was really signed to a major label back then. So they looked at us like, oh yeah, whatever.
I just feel like it's time for it to happen again.
It can happen again.
It's a lot of original music in go-go.
It's a lot of original. And shouts out to my baby girl, Michelle Blackwell. Give her a round of applause right now, man. What she's doing right now.
Congratulations, Michelle.
What Michelle's doing right now, man. And if y'all not careful, bruh, right now, she gonna be on some shit where she out there by herself. And I'm telling y'all now, because sis ain't playing. Her whole project, man, is incredible. And And I put a post on my Facebook the other day. I said, call the police because Booed Up has taken Go-Go hostage.
I've been waiting for the Booed Up. That's my song.
Bro, I love Booed Up too.
Yeah, right.
God,
It's a summer song.
damn.
Everybody hitting
If
it.
I hear one more goddamn band,
Boot up.
Booed Up.
Booed Up, yes.
I told my band already, take that off.
Oh, we gonna get
You're
you,
not gonna
Mom.
play it.
Mom, we gonna get you. If I hear one goddamn more band hit Booed
It's
Up,
not enough. We need more.
if I hear
Everybody
one more
Booed Up.
damn band hit Booed Up. Matter of fact, my DJ ain't here tonight. I got my young DJ here tonight. DJ Rick was supposed to be. We was gonna have a Booed Up contest tonight. Which band hit Booed Up the best?
We should do that.
A contest for some money.
I'm about Booed Out, man.
I'm not.
Do a poll.
I tell Alexa,
God
play Booed Up
dang.
on repeat.
I like that song too, man.
And then the girl, hey, look, I was so mad. I was so tired of that damn song. I turned the BET Awards. I turned the BET Awards off the other night when the original singer sung that shit.
Good God Almighty.
She wasn't made it up. I turned that shit off. I'm so booed up, man. I'm like, man, what the hell, man?
Right, right.
I mean, it's a good, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love the song. Man. But one thing I miss about my era in Go-Go, and I can still do it, don't get it fucked up. But back in my era, man, we played covers, but not 90% of the show.
Right, I understand.
We played probably 20% covers. Everything else original, man. It's like Go-Go now is turned into karaoke. I said it years ago. So, my thing, and not getting off our interview right now,
Right.
my thing, y'all, is I'm going to get this in. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Bands. And you know I love all y'all, man. Especially all my CPU youngins. You know I got CPU, you know, that's my organization. We all are under one conglomerate. Go to your music director of your band, whoever it is, you know, let's get these originals out here, man. Because we only killing ourselves. It's good. It's good to cater to the crowd. And they want to hear their favorite song on the radio. It's like that. Stay your ass home and turn on the radio. All
Let me
right.
ask a question real quick. With that original, I understand, you know, people want the original.
Oh, you mic'd up?
Huh?
You know, you mic'd up, Mom.
I'm not.
No. So they can't even hear you right now. So I'm looking like real dumb to the people talking to you right there. Like, there we go.
Let me just ask a quick question. Okay,
First
you know
of all,
how they
introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are.
All right, I'm Marlon from Subtle.
Uh-huh.
Team Subtle in the building.
Okay.
So let me just ask a quick question. I know everybody, you know, wants the whole original thing, right? And I agree with that. But do you think if bands start hitting originals, do the crowd grasp to that more than what they would do if a cover song? Are we spoiled? Or is it? I mean, what? I mean, because I know we hit a few originals and the crowd just stopped. We did it at Maryland Live. Ali did his original, and the people was just looking like we was at a Prince concert, you know?
Right. Well, what you got to do, like any song on the radio, right? How does a song get popular?
DJs come
Play
from
it and play it.
Right.
The first time, second time, third time, do it. If they don't react to it, you just don't leave it alone. That's our problem. We leave it alone. You got to force feed them. That's
Right.
number one, right?
Right.
Number two, we got to start worrying about our crowd. We're trying to get diverse in this. We're trying to spread this shit across the nation.
Right.
All right? Stop worrying about DC. Okay? If we're trying to get this shit back to worldwide, don't worry about Fast Eddies and the Martinis. And
Aqua and stuff.
See, because what it is, this is one of the smallest sections in the world right now, DC. We're a
Right.
triangle, man. And in order for us to actually get back to that level and get that momentum back that we actually can get back to, we got to stop worrying about the people here. Because you got bands in North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Connecticut, who's going to take this shit and run with it.
Right.
Okay? And they packing houses every week wherever they playing at. You know why? Because this city here, this DMV section right here, we're so spoiled. We think it belongs to us. But at the same time, did you hear the Snoop song the other night?
The gospel.
The gospel. With the gospel, yeah.
What was behind it?
The little beat.
That go-go beat, right?
Yup.
I'm trying to let everybody know now, dog. And I ain't saying nothing. I know a whole lot of people. You know, I'm well connected with the Interscope shit and all that shit. This shit get ready to blow, man. And guess who's gonna be left behind?
We are.
The creative.
You can go back to Anne Marie. Anne Marie took the go-go beat and
Rich
made it that joint.
Harrison.
But even for Subtle, we've been such a cover band for so long. I mean, I think our only so-called original was what? Diamond in the Back. Yeah. But even now, when we hit that, it's cool. But I'm just saying it might be kind of hard. We just got to force feed, like you say. You know, we got to give them covers, and then we got to throw some originals out.
What the thing about go-go right now is we ain't getting no younger.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is now, these bands in these other states, these are young cats doing this shit.
Hey, can I chime in about the originality of music?
Of course, let's introduce you first.
SIBO Perfection Band.
Give a round of applause, y'all. Give a round of applause. SIBO's in the building.
SIBO.
A lot of people probably know me from actually playing in 3DB back in the day. I just sat back and did some reconfigurations with the group, and I changed the name to Perfection probably about a year or two ago. Speaking on like the originality, or speaking on like the originality of music, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, from the breeding pool that I was from, is I'm gonna tell you why a lot of bands don't do it. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of bands do it, or some bands do it. It's about the investment into the single. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of bands nowadays don't have a lot of time to really get into like mixing and mastering their music, or really getting somebody to, you know, say really sit down and really let them know and really be able to take on constructive criticism. Because, you know what I'm saying, when a lot of people come with a heavy single, before it even touch the waves, you got a lot of people that actually sit down and listen. They put people in the room and say, look, this is a couple of songs or a couple of tracks you've been looking at. I'm just talking about on the rap industry side. Right. And they let people hear it and say, okay, well, this is the one that I want to push as my single, you know what I'm saying, as me being pushed out there. And some people are like, nah, man, maybe track 7 is the one that we need to push. But you and your heart think it's track number 1. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, a lot, like, so when you tied it in the go-go, when you go into the studio, like, we got work that we've been doing for a long time. Shout out to my man, Shorty Corleone. We got about 8 tracks that we put out a couple of years back that we done. But Shorty was like, man, hey, Bo, right now is really not the time. You got to sit back and like. So we've been going back in, you know what I'm saying, remastering it. That stuff costs money, you know what I'm saying. So to the average go-go band or the up and coming go-go band or a band that really trying to get out there, you know what I'm saying. I'm just giving you both sides. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they don't have the investment to put into the music because it's, you know, go-go is a fast paced and it's a changing. It's continuously changing all the time. So by the time you get to that track, you're like, dang, we done hit that joint 2 years ago. We done made a whole nother playlist. We done did other things with the music.
Thing about it,
and it messes it up.
And the key word you're saying is we.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We.
Yeah.
It ain't about we.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the public, man.
No, when I'm saying we, I'm talking about like bands and
listen to me. What you gotta do, see, the thing about it is, man, you got like 9, 10 people involved in a band or a situation as far as the studio. You got 9, 10 different opinions. Mm-hmm. What should happen or what shouldn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. That's the problem right there. One person saying, no, let's wait on this, let's wait for this one, let's wait for that one, let's wait for this one. That's the problem right there. There's too many people involved.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What you got to do, listen to me. You got to do, if you believe, see, that's the thing me and my brother did with our joint. When we charted, we had 9, 10 different opinions. But me and Rick got together with Andre, like, you know what? Fuck all their opinions. We gonna put this shit out. Because once you got all these different opinions, this person say, no, wait on this not the right time, and all this. You got to pick one song, go with your heart, and just jump out there, man. Mm-hmm. Because once you got all these people involved in their opinions, and then what happens? Everything comes stagnant. You hold back, and then time passes by. Then you be like you saying now, we've been sitting on shit for how many years, whatever. Mm-hmm. No, make a song, whether it be you by yourself. Don't even worry about investing more and more money to another song. If you got a song that you believe in your heart that can jump out there, mm-hmm. give that shit to somebody and push it, man. Mm-hmm. Don't stop worrying about everybody around you with their opinions and all that. Because niggas out here ain't got a pot to piss in. Mm-hmm. Okay? And it's not always what sounds the best to somebody. You got some whack shit out here in your ears that's right now platinum.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Walking like I talk, that's the stupidest shit I've heard in my life.
It's the beat in the hook.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Beat and hook.
Getting paid.
Right, the beat and hook. It ain't like back in the day. Hook and the beat.
That's why.
My lip stock is
That's why me, dog. I've always been a loner, dog. Mm-hmm. When I left Chuck Brown, the only nigga that ever left to ever lead a soul searchers, Chuck fires motherfuckers. This youngin' rolled out and didn't even tell Pop. He found out because he seen me on Arsenio on Tuesday. The fuck you doing on Arsenio Hall? Oh, he had to call my parents. Hobby left the band. You know what I'm saying? From there, it's a whirlwind. Boom. 78 countries later. You know what I'm saying? Because I jumped out there on faith, man. Like, I watched my own shit, man. So what I'm telling you is, if you feel you got something that you believe in, and that's going to make strides and do your thing, jump out there, man. Don't worry about Shorty Corleone saying it's not the right time and all that.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was just giving you an example because on our circuit, as far as the bounce beat circuit and what we did on the bounce beat circuit, you got a lot of good music, but you got a lot of people who don't have I was just saying that a lot of people don't have the investment to put inside of the music the way they want to, so it really retracts back on really trying to get the music where you want to be at because the financial part is not there. Back then when we were coming up, you know what I'm saying, I'm familiar with a lot, you know what I'm saying, you got my track record is heavy, you know what I'm saying, and I might not have been the, you know what I'm saying, the golden child of what's going on right now, but I'm the golden child of a lot of my era when it comes down to bounce beat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like my nephew Bobby.
Yeah. So when it come down to the circuit, like when the bands, like, it's like back then we had managers, real managers, not nobody that was you know what I'm saying, somebody that was from around the way. You had somebody that really knew how to sit down and construct the business and talk the business. Nowadays you got, you know what I'm saying, nobody's trying to tell somebody how to do what their business is or do this, that, and the third. So a lot of those things when it comes from, you know, so they call me an OG now because I've been doing it. I was part of the original Bounce Beat era.
Damn, you're an OG. I'm a damn great.
Yeah, you are. You definitely are. You definitely are. You know what I'm saying? You definitely are when it comes down to the circuit. You know what I'm saying? That's how people look at you though, RP. Like people, like I had to come to my senses like, damn, I ain't that old because we started doing go-go when I was 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? And I probably 13, 14, 15.
What year was that?
Like, I started about 97, 98. I started doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, we came over. We was under the only younger bands that was, if you really look at 3DB history, we was one of the only younger bands that was headlining our own venues back then, doing our own shows. We was our own promoters. We didn't rely on, you know what I'm saying, Vic or L or Walt jamming them back in the day.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Newcomers to me, Vic and all them.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so see what he's saying and what we coming from that aspect is, it's a little different because that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are looking at, like when now with me, like when I take Perfection, I look at the blueprints of the forefathers who really made the game important or made the impact to the game. These guys nowadays are looking at the impact of what Low and them did, or what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the bands did it, what CCB did and what them bands did, and they don't have the blueprint that they have to go back and look at, you know what I'm saying, certain things like how did this band do that. So it takes away from what you're saying, the original, like really getting the music out to the people. Like
Let
now.
me ask you a question. When Paulo passed away, what effect did that have on Bounce Beat?
It had a major effect. It's 10 years. We're going on 10 years of Low being down. We going on 10 years of still trying to get out the funk of, you know what I'm saying, being somebody or having somebody that was a predecessor or like a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like now, we talked about this on my show at one point in time. Like, who's going to step up as a leader and take over the
say something.
circuit?
Let me say something to you about that. I don't know if you're aware of Bobby and them situation right now, what they doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm well aware.
You aware?
Yeah, I
They got some something stewing up, man.
Yeah.
And it's serious.
But you know, but even with that situation, it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard
because at the end of the day, I mean, we could talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm official.
Oh, I
and
know
everything
that.
I can talk about. I can call Bo. I can call Sweets, or I can call Bobby, or I can call. You know what I'm saying? So even with that situation, they're gonna have to have a leader, you know what I'm saying? A leader that can lead. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been like when we was mixing and mastering our music that you telling me to do.
Right.
I was in it. I got an opportunity to hear Bobby and what they got going over there with that sound. I said, good gosh almighty. Right. But the thing about it is, like I tell me and Sweets talk all the time, and I tell Sweets, I say, it's how you put it to the streets, because everybody thought at one point in time when Low went down that TCB was done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they went in and they rebranded and they really put some work behind the actual group to be. No, I haven't been to too many TCB shows in the last 8 years that was a flop. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, TCB is still the headline of bands no matter what of any circuit when it comes down to bounce beat. You're going to have to call a number when you're trying to get the youngest to come out. So at that point, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people think, oh yeah, I mean, and I said, I heard it. I'm talking about, I'm not know of no, I've seen these guys in the studio practicing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, good gosh almighty, when they bring that, because it's a certain, like I tell a lot of people, it's a certain sound to bounce beat. It's not about bouncing, it's about how you bounce the music. So anybody can give it, they go boom, 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 boom. But it's how you swing it. It's a certain art to it. And that's what a lot of people miss. They, anybody, well, a lot of older guys and the older groups, you can get up there and do that. No, I know you can't. It's like a lot of older, a lot of younger bands can't get up there and play a socket or a pocket.
Do you notice a lot of national artists now using that bounce beat?
Yeah. And they for real, they really taking out bounce. They taking out bars. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the music, that's all they doing is looking at a lot of what we doing. They just catching the beat. They ride. They ride. Yeah.
That's why it needs to hear.
They ride our wave.
I like to shout out Black Alley for the winner of the Prince Crazy Park first music.
We had a show about that.
I just want to shout them out. We're talking about originality, and then Friday, UCB is dropping Make a Move. They're going to perform that at the Fire Station 1 Summer Bounce Beat Bash.
Okay, Make a Move.
And another, this is something I want to give from myself. I managed rap artists for 2 years. Trippy Hippie Crippy, I had to walk away from them because I was pushing Trippy Hippie Crippy.
Are you rapping too?
No, I just love music. Every genre you can think of. Trippy Hippie Crippy.
Say it 3 times in a row.
Trippy Hippie Crippy. No, but I had to walk away from them because when it gets to the point that I'm pushing you harder than you pushing yourself, then you don't believe in yourself and it's not your dream anymore. It became my dream. And this is what I want to say to everybody. Everybody, whether it's go-go, rock, hip-hop, pop. I like everything except for folk music and music I haven't heard. But for me, if you're serious about what you do in the music business, nobody, unless you're a superstar and you're on that level, nobody should have to push you harder than yourself. If I'm pushing you harder than you, then to me you don't want it. You're not serious about what you do. You're not serious about your brand. You're not serious about your band. And I've been in the music business for a while. I worked with D-Block at one time. I didn't know what I was doing. I have a passion for marketing, for music. I have my own business over pleasure entertainment. This has been a 20-year grind for me. Off and on, I have an entertainment resume that shocks me sometimes. But for me, nobody should have to push you harder than yourself. And I'd like to shout out Cherie, Sweet Cherie from Belladonna Band. I've never seen any band, and I'm no disrespect to anybody, push the way she pushes. So shout out to Sweet Cherie from Belladonna. She really pushes her band and her brand. And then what else? The Giz. Elle, we going together, remember? It's not a vibe, but me and Elle going to see the Giz together. From what I understand, I heard that it's the biggest thing for go-go. The Giz at National Harbor, August 19th, is the biggest thing since Go-Go Live, and I'm going to be there. I already got my ticket. I'm center row, up top, and I can't wait for it. I'm excited. Okay. And I'm excited.
Who on the lineup?
Shouts out to Lavelle.
I'm excited.
Shouts out to Lavelle. Put your hands together. Lavelle did his thing. Put that whole thing together.
Who on the lineup?
We got Big G, Ween C, Miss Kim, Scooby, KK.
Poet from WPGC.
Just like
my
the
girl.
Wizard of Oz, go-go.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hold
on, I'm trying to figure out something right now. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
Burning.
Hold on for a second. Man.
Okay. Hold on. The Giz. I can't wait. We going out.
Right, okay.
You riding your car, I'm riding my mind. I'm going home by myself that night.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No drinking. Just kidding. No, me and Elle like brother and sister. Okay.
Certain things in the show sometimes, spontaneous things happen.
I understand. That's why I had to get my...
I walked in the studio early, but I ain't looking for my DJ.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I see my young DJ over here, right? So I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool. He ain't here, but I got my youngin' here. You know what I'm saying? So while you're just talking right now, you know how you glance around the room and everything.
Right.
I look, I'm looking up. I'm like, hold on, damn it.
Mr. Yes Sir, baby. Mr. Yes Sir.
Put your hands together, my DJ, man. Mr. Yes Sir.
Well, let's go with this real quick. I got invited to State Delegate Diane Fennell event tonight. She called me personally, sir. She said, I need you at my event. So I showed up. Okay. So I told her about the Congo Owl, step your game up. And she said, I had to be there. Now we're about to do some things and make some things happen. And her business partner is Wanda Durant. So shout out to Heartbeat Congo Owl and Step Your Game Up, DJ Rick, DJ Maine, Lonnie Love, Ernest L. This was all about.
Mm-hmm. Right. And guess who Wanda Durant's manager is? Priscilla Clark. Our
Yes,
cousin.
our cousin.
So, I'll let it out now. Kevin will be up here when he comes to town. Kevin's coming on the Harvey Congo. Wanda's like my sister. That's family. But y'all see my DJ, man. Give him a round of applause. That's Mr. Yes Sir.
Yes, sir.
The hottest
Yes, sir.
DJ in the DMV, I might say. Along with his protege, my young DJ. He just graduated from high school. DJ, man, give him a round of applause.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
He brings the crank to the bank. But get back to you, Miss Wonder.
I appreciate you guys letting us come up here to promote this party. I think I called L about 20 times.
You alone with L or something?
No, L just connected. He's the plug. Part of you and L the plug. So wait a minute. When I walked in, Heartbeat said, "I didn't know you was coming up here." I said, "I D-blocked it. I'm taking over." For the Summer Bounce Back Bash this Saturday with Perfection Band, UCB Band at the Fire Station 1, 10 to 3.
You know that, right?
Really?
Yeah,
I'll be back next week, too. No. But I'm excited. And Sibo got that. I'm just telling you, I can't say never. He got that energy. Sibo is about his business. He's about his business.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's about his business. So I appreciate you letting me come promote the party.
They chop it up with me and everything, but and I'll be like, yeah, whatever.
He has that passion. He has that fire.
I mean, like being around the game. I've been around the game for a long time, and I studied. You know what I'm saying? My uncle used to do a lot of things, so I came up off the air raids, the mass extensions, the pump blenders.
What?
I know the pump blenders.
I've been around the block. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Gerald for the pump blenders.
So when I listen to so when I go back and I listen to a lot of the music and I listen to, because you know what I'm saying, I'm a big fan of reinventing. I'm like, how is it that, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of bands or a lot of rappers can go back and redo a lot of the older music, but the go-go bands don't do that with the music that we do. You know what I'm saying? Why can't I go back and hit an old Chuck Brown song and put my own spin on it? But somebody listen. I'm just saying, listen. I'm like, don't nobody do that. Or use Sardine's music and put my own flavor on it. A lot of go-go. So I try to preach that a lot to the bounce beat community. Like, don't be afraid, like you said, to jump out there and do a lot of the music that made a lot of the tracks going. Because that's what a lot of people do. Like, that's all people do is listen to, or they remake a lot of the music and put their own spin on it, and then that's their hit. But they like, damn, I mean, why can't I do that? Well, you know what I'm saying?
You know what tripped me out the other day? And I'm a historian of music. I'm thinking Winksy made up Pretty Girls. Ask them, do they smoke? I hear the old. I'm like, hold on. I had to call Winksy, man, Slim. I thought, what? I bet that was your joint.
Spin on it, though.
Oh, Slim.
My favorite song.
But guess what? He made it his own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For real.
He made it his own, man.
For real.
So look, man, any last shout-outs, man, y'all want to say before y'all get out the air, man?
Yeah, for real. Check, this Saturday, though, man, make sure y'all get up to the Fire Station 1, man. We definitely going to have some good crank going up there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been playing with UCB for a long time, as far as with 3DB, and that's basically who I started my band off of, you know what I'm saying? When I was in middle school and I was looking up to these guys, I was sneaking into the Benton Marley and all these different clubs, Ceasefire, Don't Smoke the Brothers. So all them clubs, so, you know what I'm saying, we're coming up in the area that we come up in the uptown area that we in, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be nothing but a party, man. So y'all make sure y'all come up on Saturday, man, up to Fire Station 1, right up off of Georgia Avenue, man. It's going to be a nice party, man. So everybody that's tuned in, man, come and mess with us, man. We got a lot of good original music, and I got to get y'all some music up here so y'all can see the direction that,
we got to get you back up here, though, soon.
Yeah, please do, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, to all the bands that's tuned in, man, like they said, man, jump out there on faith, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I tell a lot of the groups that come up on my show, look, man, you ain't got to always have the funds or the means to do what you got to do. All you got to do is believe in your brand and believe in your push, you know what I'm saying?
Pass them out.
Yeah. Because a lot of people see, like, a lot of people downplay and down-talk go-go so much that, you know, the ones that's really, that bleed it every day, that send it every day, we make it a point to let everybody know the good of go-go versus the bad. Because, you know what I'm saying, when we come into the light of what we going on in the game, it's a lot of people who hate on what we got going on. So I'm honored to be working with Miss Keisha on this movement right here, man.
I'm excited too.
We're doing something real big up there on Saturday, man. Shout out to my man Rock Mikey and the Uncalled For group. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And you know what I'm saying? Get up there Saturday, man. It's gonna be nothing but a party, man. We're gonna share. I know I'm gonna share Fire Station. Hey, look, Fat Boy, get up there. Hey, Slim. You know what I'm saying? I look back at, you know what I'm saying? I've never been one of those guys that's been afraid to excuse my language, show my ass. But when I get up there, I tell you, man, I bring some good crank, and I I try to work on a lot of original music, and I try to work on being different. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens with go-go. A lot of times, everybody hitting booed up, but who's the ones that's hitting it, that stand out the most, that's doing it different?
How about
That's why I try to do. I work.
I challenge everybody, man. Learn Michelle Blackwell jump.
Yeah.
Let's hit this jump, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a big tribute, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on now, man. Right now she's charting.
She got, if you really listen, she got about 2 or 3 bounce beat tracks on her joint that crank too.
Yes, she does.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I know, like, and I reached out, so I'm gonna reach out to her again because we was working on one of the joints to bring her up on, you know what I'm saying, one of the shows we do because we play a lot, and I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, feature her as an act on, you know what I'm saying, on one of our bounce beat shows so that she can get a feel for that side of the crowd or that side of the circuit. So it's cool.
Well, you know, she's part of that web band thing, so you know they bounce.
Yeah.
So she's very familiar with it, man. But that'd be a really good look to her.
Do you consider what band a bounce beat band?
No.
Oh,
I consider them a socket beat band who does bounce beat.
Okay, because you know a lot of people will say, you know what I'm saying, what band a bounce beat band?
Hell no.
They're throwing, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect to what they do because they do it right.
What it is, it's
they're throwing them over there with us real quick, and they're like, nah, you gotta go see them.
It's a tribute. It's actually a tribute to you guys.
Yeah.
Because right now, even Ray Essence does bounce.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is bouncing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, even you. Oh, my lady bound.
Yeah.
I love it all.
So, you know, even when Pop went over there with T.O.B. and bounced, come on, man. What more you got to say?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Papa
I was at that particular show, right? And he wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. If you see the video, it really wasn't what you thought it was. It was like he was dead. And they was like, man, you know, the bad player couldn't get on. Everybody thought he wasn't going to get on. Got on. I said, good God's almighty, man. History in the making. History in the... That was the extraordinary night that night, man. So that's cool, man. But Fire Station 1 get there, y'all. Come party with us.
Let's go, man. Fire Station 1 this Saturday night. But, you got any more shout-outs?
I want to say something real quick. When I went to go pick up my flyers, Brett from Concert for a Cause, he told me about go-go music. And I'm very defensive when it comes to go-go music. I just love it. I sacrifice. I drive around in a hoopty, a 2001 Impala, in 90-degree weather with no air, because that's how much I love. Listen, you let me do it. Because I love go-go that much, and I believe in go-go music. Yes, I stay inside until it's time to come home. But I believe in go-go, bounce beat, DC, DMV. I believe in y'all so much that I'm riding around in 90-degree heat. So come out and support. But when I went to go pick up my flyers, what Brett from Concert for a Cause said, I'm going to shout him out. He said that people took the class of go-go music with Chuck Brown, but they failed at the class of marketing and circulating go-go back around the world.
That's what it is.
It's his exact words. His exact words. And on that note, I'm going to thank you guys for letting us come on, and we'll see you Saturday for the Summer Bounce Back Bash with Uncalled For Band, Perfection Band, Fire Station 1, 10 to 3. Come out and support. There's a lot of parties going on that night, and there's enough room for everybody to eat. And I want to be able to do this, to keep doing it. Even if I have to ride around in the hoopy in the wintertime. I got heat. I don't got air. But I love y'all, and I believe in your music that much. I said you have to sacrifice for what you want, and I'm sacrificing because I believe in DMV, and I love y'all, and I just believe in my heart that it's going to go worldwide big time again. It has to hit. It's too much talent in this area for it not to hit again.
Well, we don't do it, another state will. So
no, it has to happen. I first heard about it back in New York when I was a teenager. My uncles used to bring go-go tapes back from D.C. And now here I am doing it.
We got standing ovations in Paris.
Well, shout out to my Uncle Martin and Uncle Scott for bringing them go-go tapes with the Southern Thoughts Team Familiar.
What was the first dance you learned of go-go?
The Happy Feet.
Can you still do it?
No embarrassment. Hold on. Doesn't the Happy Feet go something like that?
You got enough room.
Is that the Happy Feet? I'm a little older now. It's been 30 years, y'all. Isn't that the Happy Feet?
You're not.
That's the Happy Feet. I know the WAP.
Do the WAP.
No, the WAP was like this.
No, that's a New York WAP.
That's the New York WAP. What's the DC WAP? I know about the Happy Feet.
Do the pep
I got tendonitis in my ankles.
What's that dance that you doing?
You say
tendonitis. Can I DJ? Can I hear some music? I need some music. You know the Happy Feet is
that was
side
the
to
sad
side.
feet, and that wasn't the WAP.
But see, let me just tell you something though. I started out in Landover. Shout out Landover. Yes, I originally landed in DC and Landover. I'm proud of that. And they had the Go-Go Mickey T-shirts with the hoops. You remember those times? That's when I first started out in D.C.
Okay, well, give me
and I've been loving go-go music, bounce beat, whatever.
Whatever.
You never put me on. But again, the summer bounce back. We're bouncing back from the party from Fright Night with Backyard and the Aftermath Band. Shout out to Clyde, Ike. And now we have Perfection Band, UCB, summer bounce back. We're bouncing back. And not only are we bouncing back, we're going to keep going.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, we love y'all, man. Look,
all right,
man,
thank you, Heartbeat.
Each and every Tuesday, man. Heartbeat Congo in the morning.
Thank you, Al.
We got a big thing to happen coming up right now, man. We're talking about that Northwestern High Point reunion show to go down with this Saturday down Fast Eddie's. We gonna make history.
I hear that.
You know, almost sold out, man. DJ Man, give me something I can dance to. We'll be right back after this break.
We're gonna be happy
L-E, that's we will S-U-T-T, L-E, that's we S-U-T-T, L-E, that's we S-U-T-T, L-E, that's we S-U-T-T, L-E, that's we S-U-T-T, L-E, Red Bull, S-U-T-T, L-E, that's we S-U-T-T, L-E. Wake up! Never something so special about second walk. Hey, all night long, baby. Casino sports in here, yo. Look at yo. Hey, hey. Tell me if you like that. Put your hands in the air if you like that. Put your drinks in the air if you like that. Hey, hey, tell me if you like that. Tell me if you like that. Put your hands in the air if you like that. Put your drinks in the air if you like that. Rappers, harder for GG. Hey. Almost time for the road day. We got something special for the ladies before we get on out of here. What's your name, baby? Huh? Talking to you. Sweet Sabrina. All night long. I said, harder for GG. Also, sweet Erica. And sweet Shanita's here. Also, Ashley, one more time, yo. One more time, Subtle. Hey, hey, hey. Tell me if you like that. Put your hands in the air if you like that. Put your drinks in the air if you like that. Hey, hey, tell me if you like that. Hey, hey, tell me if you like that. Put your hands in the air if you like that. Put your drinks in the air if you like that. Hey, hey, tell me if you like that.
Hey, give it up for Subtle, y'all. They play so fine, don't you agree?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Those of you that are not that familiar with Subtle, you can always check us out on our MySpace page. MySpace Subtle Thoughts Band. Yeah. This one is for all my Stevie Wonder fans in the house tonight. Looking real lovely up.
Hey, give it up for Subtle, y'all. They play so fine, don't you agree?
Yeah.
Time for us to get up close person with some of these styles down here. Give me for a second, Sharita. Hey, who you bring with you tonight? Sweet Angel, Miss Kizzy, Shantae, Working Girl, my man Black, Tino, Southside, Sweet Angel, my man Black, Eastgate, we gon' show you how it should be done down here. Put me a little bit Black on my mic walk. I got you, baby. Hey, hey. Hold it for GG. Once again, yo, you can catch us each and every Friday night up the good old Tacoma Station. Warming a little bit southern. Let's warm. It's your birthday, baby. Eastgate, Honey Nigga, celebrating birthdays tonight. Hold it for GG. Who you bring with you, huh? I remember that face. Sweet Brit. Eastgate, Star Nigga, represent to the fullest mark. Hey!
body says your name, and my stomach has a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak, try to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? Anybody, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow, I'm staring out the window, wish on a star for a sign. That's the reason why.
Something smooth. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Feelings so deep and I'm feeling. No, this ain't really like me. Can't control my anxiety. Feelings like I'm touching the ceiling. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. Boy, you do something to me. Ooh, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. This is my heart so wide. It just don't stop and go bad. My heart so bad. It just don't stop and go.
8:10 p.m. Each and every Tuesday night, y'all. Subliminal criminal, keeping the middle, depending on any direction. Forget all that. Anyway, look here, man. 8:10 p.m. each and every Tuesday, man. VoxWave.com. Sitting here riding shotgun right now, man. We are celebrating the moment, a monumental occasion that's going to go down Saturday night down Fast Eddie's, man. This is a Northwestern High Point reunion. Put your hands together for that. Hey, look here.
89 in the building.
For the whole world watching right now, man. Saturday night, man, we gonna shut the city down.
Man,
we got my main man, my little brother Mike is up in the building, man. One of the promoters of the event. Put your hands together for him, man. He's in the building. First time on the Congo Ave. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. We got Yolanda, Lonnie Love, my co-host, my beautiful cousin, in the building. Put the round of applause for everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Manager of Team Subtle, Molly and Ma Edwards is in the building. Finally got him here. Put your hands together, man. God damn, man. About time, Negro.
There we go. I'm here.
My little brother Slick Daddy to the Rick, the go-go legend, Sweatband.
That's him. Him.
DJ Rick, my DJ's in the building, looking smooth and debonair like Fred Astaire's in the building.
Yes, sir.
And the #1 go-go blog in history, Ernest L with the Go-Go Report.
Ernest L.
I don't know if he's going to be there Saturday, but baby girl says he's going to be down there. Jones down Friday. But the thing about it is, I think for real, she don't know.
Helicopter.
For real, I think he gave her a no-look pass. Put your hands together for Ernest. I know where he going to be at Saturday. Baby girl, I'm sorry, but I already know how he do.
He might come, but he ain't
I already know how he do.
Crank, baby.
I know how he do, so. You know how he do, man.
That's High Point Northwestern.
He gonna get sick for school that day.
Right.
He gonna be sick that day. I already know. But look here, man. Let's talk about this situation, man. Northwestern High Point, man. Two schools that have a very, very big history, man. A long history within both of the schools. And man, you got Sweatband, you got Team Familiar, you got Team Soda, man. It's gonna be a party. It's almost sold out, ladies and gentlemen, man. Look, Hobby Congo, I'm gonna be down there, man. We gonna do a live broadcast down there, John, man. If you ain't never seen something in your life that's going to be magnificent, you need to be down Fast Eddie's, man.
Yeah.
You need to be down there, man, because we're celebrating life, man. I could just think about all the people that we done lost from High Point in Northwestern, Lynn Bass, Sean Evans,
J-Bye.
There's so many people that we done lost along the way, man. Yeah. We gonna be celebrating life. People ain't seen each other in years and years. We gonna be down there hugging and kissing on each other and just celebrating life, man. Hugging up on each other, man. Mike, what's up, man? What made y'all come up with this idea, man? What's going on, man?
You know, it's just so many people like we dropping like flies, man.
Yeah.
Whether it's a car accident, whether it's a shooting, you get sick and die, we just dropping like flies, man. I'm like, man. We all came up together, you know, and it started hitting close to home.
Right.
Where you be like, oh, man, I went to school with them, and it hit like that. I was like, man, we just need to do a party together. Because when they come down to it, we all, like, went to elementary school together.
Right.
Or from an area, and then ended up in High Point together. So my thinking, I was like, you know, we should just pull this thing together. Because everybody love go-go. We come up in this area. You know, if you're from this area, you got to know go-go. You got to love it.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I went to Northwestern, came out in '89. And Rick and them used to play that dance all the time. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a party. We right. I go to the same barbershop as them. And so, like he said, man, just to piggyback on what he said, you know, we all still come up the same barbershop. Right. Chop it up. You know, we still see Rick.
Right.
I think once when Mike run the concept, we lost Natty Baker.
Natty,
man. And when that happened, Mike, I was like, all right, let's do it. And I still get calls today, like, how did y'all do the High Point Northwestern? We don't mess with them. I'm like, look, man, come on, we almost 50 out here.
Right. And you know what? They still doing that. Right. Because I had a young lady tell me, you know, she went to Northwestern, but she got some High Point tickets.
Right.
So, but I'm like, you know what? We all coming to the same venue, so it don't matter. So she said, you know, you got niggas wanting to fight me over this one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they said they going hard.
They still wilding out.
This got to be some fake shit. How you know about this? I'm like, shorty, it ain't fake. Matter of fact, Mike Morrison hit me on Facebook, said, is this real? I'm like, it's bona fide when you need your ticket.
Right. Like that. Him and Jahar, we was at Paradigm Sunday. And when I say they was going back and forth, they even called Nate Pete. Big Dave had a nerve to call Clinton Venables. Clinton Venables.
Oh, man.
Yeah. High school
since he hit that shot at PG.
Yeah. So, man, he coming through. So
Wally just hit me today. Wally Lee. Rick, you got any more tickets? What you need? You know, he just met me, got his joint. But it's so funny, because like Mike said, you know, Northwestern High Point, I always say it's crosstown rivals, because everybody went to elementary school together, went to middle school together, then you separated in high school.
Yeah. Right.
And it's so ironic that during the 80s, a lot of youngers don't realize Northwestern and High Point ran the state of Maryland in basketball. Ran the whole, I ain't talking about just a certain section, no, the whole state, because every year it was like Northwestern and High Point in the state championship. Them and
man,
crosstown rivals.
Boys Cherry, man, Scotty Hardy, man.
Yeah.
Reggie Gass was the CEO.
Reggie Gass was Darren Satterwhite, Boys Cherry. I know they whole starting five. Yeah, Northwestern had a squad. High Point had a squad. That shit was
Ernie Butler, Curry Corbett.
Lancaster.
What? Oh, man, I was going to say
I hope he's watching Terry Lancaster. We need him in the building.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Boys Cherry.
Terry Lancaster? Yeah, he sent me a friend code.
Hey, yo, y'all gotta find the tall white boy with the red hair.
Boys Cherry, man.
No, you talking about Randy. Randy ain't never played no ball.
He's a milkman, man. You talking
about? I don't know, man. He's like the mascot of the school.
Hey, Randy was about, Slim, Randy ain't played no ball, but he was about 6'8" in the 7th grade.
Oh, he just a president.
Big Joe come in the building. You know, Big Joe Howard.
It's only right that the Hobby Congo come.
I think it's a lot of people going to be there. We're going to be surprised all the people that's going to show up.
It's going to be crazy.
You know what I mean?
And Northwestern had their band, Progressive Reception. And we was Central Groove. And we put foot to the ass.
You crazy, man.
Straight up with you, Lord Dave. Straight,
Y'all got him.
You on ice on your. We bust y'all ass every time. You know what I'm saying? Jungle Boogie Jr. was in the building.
But it was like that, and we was rivals
in basketball,
bands and basketball. It was so funny,
you
know. It was, man, but it was a friendly camaraderie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where it was females going who had the flags, things, the fellas who had the flying shoes,
Yeah.
Jettas.
But look, we ain't gonna have no. We ain't gonna be rumbling in that.
No.
Everybody grown now.
But I did have my Jetta back then. Yeah, I had my Jetta.
I'm talking
Yeah, we got some Jetta Chronicles.
Remember Scott Smith had the 190 bands with the
Oh man, yeah. With the cream jump. With the hammers on them. I remember that.
I say, my next door neighbor, man, my little brother, Lil Mike, in Jahar, man, look. Donnell Floyd, Chi Ali, y'all doing this show. I know y'all do a lot of shows every week, man, but y'all don't realize, man, what's great happening on Saturday, man. I mean, y'all part of the entertainment, but this rivalry, this camaraderie, man, that we have going on with Northwestern and High Point, only Rick is probably the only rapper that really is part of this for real, that really knows because he comes from this. Donnell, Chi, this is a special moment, man. So I just want to let you guys know, for real, what y'all in store for, because y'all gonna see a lot of love in the building.
Big old reunion.
Yeah,
fan reunion,
man. It's gonna be love. And also, after this, we're gonna be doing a free picnic coming in the summertime, where we just gonna have all the Northwestern and the High Point family come together. You bring your kids out, and a portion of the proceeds is gonna be directed towards that. Just come on out, bring your kids. We're going to make it so where we get the father and son basketball team, Northwestern High Point. We're going to keep it fun, man.
Bring your swimwear. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go
everybody kids get to meet each other.
The kids get to meet each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we build a community, man. You know, and that's what it's all about, giving back from the go-go and keeping the go-go going, too, man.
Man, that camaraderie was so wicked. I was at High Point for 4 years. Ain't never dated a girl from High Point. All my girls are Northwest.
No way. Let me say this real quick. It's open to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Just know everybody, come on. Everybody party.
All class. And it's come as you are, definitely.
Yep.
Come as you are, be comfortable, relax, don't worry about I ain't got no Gucci shoes.
My sister just asked me that too. What am I supposed to wear? I said,
come on out, man. You know, they going on BET with pajamas on now. So, you know.
That's crazy. Well, that's what it is, man. We got like 3 more minutes in here, man. Look. So, like I said, y'all Saturday night down past Eddie's, man, High Point, Northwestern Reunion. Subtle Thoughts, Team Familiar, High Cold Sweat. It's going to be, Hobby Congo will be in the building along with the Gogo Report, even though he said he going down to 5 stations.
all in.
All in.
I'm so playing.
This is crazy. I'm going to tell y'all, man.
That's
all
Hawk,
in
man.
ready.
And Hawk is Central Blues.
High Point.
Original drummer.
Yep.
So you're going to have 2 high pointers up in the building, Rick and Hawk. And they might, I know I'm going to get on stage with somebody. Give them a good, a good 5. You know how I go. You know how I go.
Love going to call you on here.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Hey, B, I just want to give a shout out to that promoting team on the High Point side. You know, on the High Point side, I had J.A.'s on the house right there, and I had my man Rick.
So that's Jay right there?
That's Jay right there.
I never met Jay, man.
That's Jay right there.
Slash promoter.
My man Jay.A.'s on Rick, man. We all sold out everything, man. We gotta give him a round of applause.
Right? What's up, Jay, man?
I couldn't have done it without them.
You gotta get up, man. Goddamn, man.
I couldn't have done it without them, man. I appreciate it.
So that's J.A.'s.
That's Jay
That's
right
Jay.
there. Yeah, absolutely.
Looking like a young Glenson.
And let me shout out Mike, man, for bringing the concept, man, to me, and we happy to have Subtle a part of this.
I ain't know you went to Northwest.
Yeah, 89, class of 89 in
Wow.
the building. So let me thank all the people that helped me. Curly, we call her AKA Mayor. Wendell, WB, Big Dave, 6'9" to be in there. So you
already, you already know that.
Oh, Lord. And it's right with the High Point.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Right. Our neighborhood.
Grew up with us.
Grew up with us. Thank her for, and shout out to my band Subtle, man. We're gonna tear it up, man. We coming.
What y'all gonna do, Rick?
Oh, we gonna can we cuss in here? Yeah. We gonna fuck some shit up. I'm just letting you know that.
Is Rocksteady gonna dance?
Rocksteady gonna do it. He gonna dance. Matter of fact, me and Ali was in a barbershop Saturday, I think it was. Friday or Saturday, we was in the barbershop talking. But yeah, we gonna do something real nice. We got something real special.
Cody, man. Cody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cody gonna do her thing. Most definitely, she gonna do her thing. We got something special, man. Something special about to jump off.
Okay.
Surprise! I'm bringing the horns out for this.
Team Familiar. You know.
Yeah.
Mega!
Yeah. I ain't worried about all that. I was hollering. I was doing all that hollering in the 80s, so ain't nothing changed. I'm not horsing, I ain't got to learn driving, so ain't nothing changed.
I'm telling you, we party with Rick in our gymnasium. He'll tell you it was a cappuccino in the gymnasium. And we party. So we know about what Rick and him going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
all love.
It's all love, man. So
It's all love.
Bring your track shoes because it's going to be a track. We going to party the whole time.
I'm not even wearing no heels.
Yeah,
I'm wearing my
please don't wear
sneakers.
no heels in your
If you got hard bottoms, you better be gelling. Put your dog shows in them joints.
We still got
Flower petals in the bottom of them heels, girls.
I heard
Leave
that,
them
right?
alone.
Y'all heard
We still got $25 tickets up until what, Thursday, Mike?
Thursday.
Then we playing more at the door. Just come on, we ain't busting heads. We just all want to come in and party, man. So y'all come up there fast, Eddie's. You know how it is. Plenty of free parking, and we gonna get it in, man. All in band gonna start probably like 10-15, and kick the show off, man. We got DJ Chuck B on the ones and twos.
Chuck B, my man.
DJ Chuck B. So we got my man Pate taking pictures. So even though look fly, but be comfortable.
There you go.
Be comfortable.
I'm gonna let y'all know Cody got a party bus coming from VA.
Good.
Oh, Lord.
All females. Ain't none of y'all ain't never seen these females. I'm letting you know. So you got some strangers in the house. Hey, country Fred cornbread. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness.
Nice joint.
Big Pastor Jones?
Yeah.
Honey ham?
Yeah, toilet tester.
You got
Honey
My grandma. So
Yeah, baby.
Hopefully
You got a big old
radio in the building.
Yeah, we gonna have fun, man.
Go, Ray. Who?
I mean,
I had to do a double part.
You hear what he said? Oh, what I said?
Do two,
You hear what he said?
No.
You see, called the Go-Go Radio.
The Go-Go Report.
The Go-Go Report. What you gonna do, man? You coming out?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, you say that all the time. E.
I'm in there.
What we gonna do, E?
See, I got high point blood in my veins. So
Absolutely.
All right.
He done told that girl he going in there.
He going.
She probably already paid him, man.
He going, but he gonna stage right though. That's what he gonna do.
I'm going to pull a double or something.
Yeah, he
gonna
go through the next.
You know what time it is.
It was 30 in the morning, man. God here.
Hey, just be there. Just be at the fire station by 10 o'clock, man.
What they
And show
gonna
your
do?
face and
They
you know
gonna
what I'm
stop a
saying.
mud hole.
I'm definitely at the high point, though. There ain't no if, ain't
Yeah.
no buts about
You gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta be there.
So look here, man. We
Man, we gonna have fun, man.
Our show here yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We gonna get it
But this is the number one show in the DMV. So look here, man. It's 5 after 10, man. We did a little bit over our time with my niece. Who coming on? My niece coming up next. Okay. So I can't step on her toes. Anybody else, I've been like whatever. Anyway, it's RB Congo 8-10 p.m. each and every Tuesday, man. Blogwave.com. And you know how we do here, man. Next week we doing a quadruple header, man. We celebrating Congo Eve, Smoke, Jungle Boogie, birthday, Mike Burney birthday. It's gonna be a CPU affair. We're gonna have a Congo set up in this joint, man. Congo's ringing, the crowd singing. So y'all know how we do with the CPU effect, man. It's gonna be about probably 50 Congo players up in here. We celebrating Hot Sauce birthday too.
Yeah.
So I know what to do, man. But look here, man. Saturday night down Fast Eddie's. You got Team Sutter, you got Team Familiar, you got Hacko Sweat, you got the All In Band. This is gonna be a High Point Northwestern reunion. All love. Get your tickets. It's gonna be lit at the gate, man. That's how it is. Hobby Congo Out Live, Go-Go Report Live. One big extravagant affair, man. Until next week.
Let's
We
get
love
it.
you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
You gotta hit them up style sometime, ladies. Y'all gotta step out y'all comfort zone. Put me in the 2-3 real quick, man.